that sexual drive was already, pretty pushed pretty hard already. You kind of go into fifth gear right away, so to speak. And when Carrie was in college, she went back and apologized to all those girls, and that was awesome. I really had respect for him for doing that, because some of the things that we did were we'd never had actual sex, intercourse sex, but it was definitely it wasn't good for those girls. It was leading them down a path that opened their eyes to new things that maybe lost their innocence, things like that. So, except for Leanne, she had already lost her innocence. Let me tell you, she was ready to go. She was all primed and ready to go. So, okay, I think I'm tired of talking about this stuff. So I'm gonna sign off for now, and let's see if Rusty wants to come up. All right. Rusty, it's Carrie. Are you up for talking for a minute? Well, what are we talking about? Because I don't want to talk about sex like Leonard did. Because I'm not about sex. I'm about getting even and being really angry for everything that happened. And does Joy still have a hook with you? Why should we reconcile with her? Why should we reconcile with someone who would be so selfish? That's a great question. I think Carrie wants to have everything. He wants to be really honest with all of us and with himself and the history of his life, but Joy also, because she's a sister, he feels an obligation to her and to his mom and dad. Well, to be honest, I feel really sorry for Carrie. He's stuck because he can't let go of the dream he has of a perfect family where no one's mad at him. And because of that, well, as I say, it sucks to be him. So what would Rusty? What would that look like if I were to let go of that? I mean, what do you see as the right way to relate to my family? Well, it depends on who you think your family is, because really your family are people who care about you. I mean, I think your parents care about you, but Joy, even Joy wanting to talk to you now is she's not concerned about you. She's concerned about herself. And what kind of fruit is coming out of her waiting. Is God making this experience a growing one for her, or is she just pissed off about it? Is she someone you should have fellowship with as a Christian? Rusty, I'm kind of surprised to hear you talking like this, just because I guess I wasn't sure where you were at with the Lord, and I mean, do you consider yourself to be a Christian and all that? Well, yes, a little bit. I mean, it's been it's been really cool to have Jesus around so much, and you know what? Well, when Kat surrendered, I decided to ask the Holy Spirit to like a test drive, and the Holy Spirit's been teaching me a lot of things, and you know, I mean, he's we're going to run into problems with the anger, but he tells me that it's okay, and that we'll cross the bridge when we get to it, and not to worry about that anger problem. I don't know how that's going to work, but really, you know, you have made us all grow, and you have let Jesus use these really crappy, awful things to mature us, and joy is just not a wanting to do that. She's just she's just being a bitch about the whole thing, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't really climb inside of her head, but really, you know, what's love? What is love if someone asks you politely to leave them alone? Is it love to do so only when you're backed in a corner, and then to do it grudgingly, or what? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Does Joy still have a hook with me?